Hello, Rock Church. How you doing? This is Brother Javi coming to you, just with today's message. Just a little thought, just to encourage you to stay strengthened. A while back, not too long ago, we just shared a message in the church, and it really resonated in me. And he spoke about how at our workplace, and the title of this is just honoring God at work. I know he was talking about how sometimes we can complain a lot about our position at work, or our duty for the day, or what it is, whatever our position is, during that time, where it becomes kind of taxing in a way, like it just kind of a bothersome. And I was thinking that as he was sharing, I can totally vision what he was talking about at his workplace, and how some people just come in and just that they just have no, they feel like they need to be catered to or something like that. But in his situation, it's a little different. But in mine, everybody, you have a job, a duty that you have to do for the day, and sometimes um, that duty is not maybe the one you want to do. Um, but it's just like everyday life. We got to do it, and we just got to be obedient to what it is. But with just the whole complaining part of it, and it's easy to get caught up in just the complaining part of our daily lives, and how one job function can really, really get us down for that day or just that moment, and we just start having this grumpy attitude. So as he was sharing that, I was totally visualizing what he was saying, but at the same time I was thinking, I go, man, that was totally me, and sometimes I feel the exact same way. We have a lot of different job functions, and there's just some job functions that I dislike more than others, and it just seems like the job you dislike the most seems to come up quite often. And but it just and I caught myself, and I catch myself complaining a lot, and maybe to myself, or maybe to just a friend who's there, and maybe just wanting to hear me out, or just venting. But you know what, I really took what he was saying, because I really, the next day I go to work, and I go, you know what, I'm not gonna think that. Just like an old hymn that comes back to you, and you share that little portion of that song, and it just and you just sing it over and over and over. I thought, what Regis was sharing, I go, man, I really need to stop doing that. So when, whether I get shipped to another department, or whether I'm doing this job function that I dislike the most, you know what, just do it. Just do it as best you can. Do it quickly. And, the day it's maybe, usually it's only for a day, sometimes a week, but you just do it, and just be cheerful about it, There's a scripture in Colossians, that kind of goes with that, um, just that complaining portion of it, and just in verse 22 to 23, it says, "Bond servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in sincerity of heart, fearing God. And whatever you do, do it heartily, as of as to the Lord, and not to men." And I started thinking, I go, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna just do my best, and just do it, uh, do it right. I remember there's an old saying where it says, "It looks like I'm doing nothing because I did it right the first time." I thought it was pretty funny, but it's just, you're just doing it the way you're being asked to do it. You're not looking to impress anybody, to do it quickly, to bring any attention to yourself, but you want to be able to do it right, as what the scripture says, as to the Lord. And hey, how would the Lord like it, or how would you like it? How would you like it done for you? And I just know that just leaving that complaining aside is just, it doesn't add anything. It doesn't bring nothing to the situation. It just maybe bums yourself out, or brings you down. And but and you just want to, instead of just, just, you put your whole heart into it. Like if you're trying for a position that you really, really want, and or maybe it's your first time, and you want and to impress, you just do it really patiently, and do it really right. I know in life, sometimes we're creatures by nature, or creatures of habit, and we don't like change. Change sometimes really um, throws a curveball at us, and we get a little anxious. We get a little have a little anxiety, a little stress, and nobody likes stress, or nobody likes having that anxiety of not knowing what to do. But we can ask, well, Lord, why am I here? Why am I in this position? There's a scripture in the Mark where it talks about in Mark 6. We'll go to Mark 6 real quick. And oops, I was just there. But it talked about how Jesus, when his disciples, he went into the city, and he says that he was at awe because of not a lot of people in his hometown accepted him. And he says a man is not with a man has. Let me read that real quick before I mess it all up. In Jesus 6:6, it says, he marveled because of their unbelief, and he went about in the villages in a circuit teaching. And it says right before that, he says, he can do no mighty works there, except that he laid his hands on a few sick people and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. And in verse 7, he says, he called the 12 to himself and began to send them out 2 by 2. And he gave them the power over unclean spirits. And he commanded them to take nothing on the journey except a staff, no bag, no bread, no copper in their money belts, but to wear sandals and not to put on tunics. And he also said to them, it says, in whatever place you enter that house, stay there until you depart from that place. And I'll stop right there because you know what? I wanted to say, you know what, Lord, why do you have me here? Why am I in this position? Why am I here doing a job that I don't like to do? And maybe we just need to look back and just kind of take a step back and realize, hey, is there someone there that we can minister to? Is there an opportunity for us to share our faith, to show our good works to the Lord or to other people, so they can I can't say thank the Lord, but they can boast in you, and you can give glory to the Lord. But I would say, even as Jesus said, he goes, if anybody accepts you into their house, stay there until it's time to leave. And that's an investment. And I think sometimes the Lord gives us a change, gives us a stir in our spirit, in our lives, and sometimes we miss those opportunities to invest in people. But I think he gives us those opportunities to reach out, to share our faith, to speak to them. Maybe someone is hurting. We just need to just share with them our testimony, our lives, our just our thankfulness in the Lord. And I do believe sometimes when those changes happen and those we're put in places we don't want to be, being uncomfortable. Just as they went out 2 by 2, they had someone there near them, with them, to give them comfort, to give them encouragement. So see it as in that way where we're being sent out, and we're not alone. We have the Lord with us, and we can share our life, our testimony, and the Lord may just use us in that circumstance. And I just want to challenge you. Instead of complaining, just say, Lord, what is it you have for me? What is it you want from me? Why am I in this position or in this place that I don't like? But whatever it is, I want to glorify you. I want to thank you. I want to praise you. And if there's an opportunity, please, Lord, help me see it. Help me not miss it. And I want to bless you. And Lord, send someone my way. If I can minister to someone, or I can share with someone, encourage someone, lift them up, give them advice, and Lord, please use me. As Brother Johnny Maldonado would have in the back of his thumper, here I am, Lord, send me. Use me, Lord, Father. I want to be used by you. So I encourage you, just as Regis encouraged me. He challenged me in my heart, in my spirit. I hopefully challenge you to likewise do the same, and take advantage of opportunities when the Lord is stirring in you. Thank you, and Lord bless. Take care.